What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And as you can see, this is where we at, people. So Corey Holcomb and Tasha K decided to go in on Cheyenne Bryant. She recently went on Paul Pierce podcast and things like that. And, you know, of course, still talking out the side of her neck. And, you know, she got on there. She really did a lot of damage. If, you know, go to my channel and you can see I did my broadcast on that, you know, claiming she had multiple men, then she retracted that, talking about she had one dude, and it was just crazy. It was just crazy. So we're about to go here now. We're about to dive off into this. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Who has disrespected every man I ever seen her in front of, including Paul Pierce in the beginning. She wasn't even on the show 5 minutes before she started being disrespectful to him and yicking it up.
So Paul just told me that I was cooked, and he said that all women after 30 are cooked, period.
And Paul, you're what, 47?
7?
Right. So which means he no longer a
47 in shape.
That means you will cook papa. You are no longer an
Because if you ask me, Cam Newton's show is what blew her up when she was disrespectful to Cam Newton, and the was like, yeah, girl, get him. Yeah, girl, get him. And this bitch ain't coming with nothing but cap. She capping about everything she talking about.
Her, on the other hand, she's still rare marinated meat.
Hello, rare marination.
She ain't even got to cook it yet. She not even nowhere near the grill yet.
Hello. That's why we was matching.
So for now on, for the entirety of this episode, I'm gonna call you Papa Pierce.
I'll take that.
That's what you're gonna get, Papa Pierce.
Papa Pierce is comedy. I love that down.
He don't like it. He looking at you like.
All right, let's start. Let me say something.
When I watch a woman yuck with a, I know she don't even quit and can't stand. That's a major indictment against her in my eyes.
That's that sisterhood shit. That's that sisterhood shit. And that's a huge problem in today's society, whether we like the truth or not. Women just uphold each other in things that they ought not need to even uphold each other in. It's like the women are scared to separate themselves from the women that they know they need to separate themselves from. You know, and it's a huge issue, you know, social and stuff like that, but it's a huge problem that women act like they can't really separate themselves. I'm talking about completely, not trying to dibble and dab and this a little bit, this a little bit. Nah, separate yourself from the trash.
Them yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. You know this change. You know this yuck with her. I don't like that. This woman is a straight deviant. And you are yucking with her just for the sisterhood.
From a psychological perspective, is he self-projecting his papa cooked self on you? Because honey, you're not cooked, but the papas are.
Hello.
They are.
Come through.
You are no longer unk, baby. You are a papa status.
All right.
You know what papas do, right? They
What do
watch
they do?
grandkids and cook. You cook.
Right. Invite their grandkids and cook something that you ain't gonna never have, Cheyenne.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Something that, invite they. Oh yeah. So we supposed to be ashamed as men in our 40s that, you know what I'm saying, well, I don't have any grandchildren right now, but you know, if the day when I do have grandchildren, so I'm supposed to be ashamed because I actually did my due diligence to make sure my bloodline flourishes. And, you know, I'm supposed to be ashamed because I'm older. I'm a grown man that's got grandchildren, and I'm supposed to be ashamed of that. When you sitting around your house along with something from her standpoint of what she said, and, you know what I'm saying, you know, some young cat that she dealing with that's 9 years younger than her and shit like that. She ain't got no grandchildren. Listen, look, she better make sure she got enough money to deal with the nursing home out here.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
She better make sure she got enough money to deal with the nursing home. Because I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying, the nursing home ain't gonna be so nice to her ass. Real talk, let's just keep this honest out here.
Bitch, you're a Dorito. You was never chose. You're a Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
That's all you do.
No, I don't watch. I don't have no grandkids.
No, Paul Pierce, he tried to be a nice guy for a minute, but Paul Pierce is more street fortified than any of them I seen her talking to on the internet. So he was like, hold on, wait. And he started talking to her like a mother supposed to talk to a bitch, and she just hung herself.
Sure
Set
did.
boundaries to keep that relationship healthy.
Yeah.
What's your situation right now?
What you mean situation?
Like,
Happy?
you got a man?
I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating.
Single but dating?
I am
Something serious
dating.
more than other?
No, just dating.
Like, hold on. What's going on with you? This is about you. You just flipped the script on us. We over here.
Reverse Uno.
Man, you sure did. No, we need to find out about what's going on.
And at the end of the day, though, Paul Pierce called her a pimp at the end of the day. My bad. Hold on. He called her a pimp. Sorry. He called her a pimp. For real, though. You know, you ought to be a pimp with them words you spilling out your mouth. Yeah, she on some pimp shit. Trying to sit there and act like she not. Let's go to Tasha K now, see what she had to say about this crazy ass woman that's been taking the internet by storm with her stupidity. For real though, this is wild out here.
Right. Yeah. My favorite bull dagger. Hi, Dr. Bryant. How you doing? Yeah. See, they say I look gay, but she is. The receipts are in the action. You have to ask yourself, like when it comes to Dr. Bryant, she was the same one that called out Cam Newton and Nick Cannon and them for being narcissistic and toxic, having all these babies with different women, even though the women decided to have babies with them based on the financial status of the men. So we have to do it both ways. We can't just blame the men when it's the women are the receivers. Ain't nobody dumping no babies in me unless I allow it.
What'd she say? And these are the facts right here. You know, those women that deal with Cam Newton and Nick Cannon, you know, let's just, for example, stuff like that, they know what they are doing. You know, and the accountability needs to be had on both sides. If we're going to talk, you know, the broken home, whatever. But all I'm saying is, though, you know, these people chose to lay down with each other. I'm sick of the blame just sitting around here like men are just taking women by this mystical force, are just doing all this manipulation tactics and stuff like that. When I thought that at the end of the day, though, in society, you know, they try to tell men that, you know, from birth or whatever, that women are so much more smarter than men. They're so much more intelligent. They do so many, they're so this and that. And, you know, boys we're just the slowest ones in the deck, and, you know, men don't do this and boys don't do that, you know. But at the same time, though, too, it seems like when some of these grown women sit around here and they tell these stories, oh, they was manipulated and they was taken advantage of. But I thought you was highly intelligent. I thought you was actually smarter than men.
And what's the French toast is there to think about?
So what are you talking about? You can't be smarter than men and at the same time too get taken advantage of.
You got to really take this by force. You're not gonna make me have not now, baby, unless I want to. So the fact that a lot of men do get blamed for having kids everywhere, but the women don't take responsibility, it has to go both ways. And so, and I say this to say, hold that thought.
Same old phone? Nah. Upgrade to...
And it's just the truth. Damn it. All right. But it's just the truth on that fact, though. You know what I'm saying? It's both parties to blame.
Brian here has a brand. She was counseling teenagers and, you know, troubled teens and everything like that, telling them not to be hoes, even though she never gave up that lifestyle. But here's the thing. Never got married, telling them, oh, you need to settle down, you need to go to school, you need to do this. I still ain't seen the degree and which she got her doctorate degree from. I think she got that same doctorate degree that Larry Reed got. And Dr. Larry Reed just recently left the country to go to Ghana because apparently him and another doctor was scamming their viewers. We tried to tell them on the Larry Reed Live channel that y'all was being scammed by professional pedophiles up over there that like children and like to use God to collect y'all money so that they can go spend it on buying assholes, okay? in Dubai. But that's
Yeah.
I don't feel
wow.
sorry for none of them Larry
Oh wow. Okay. Fair use. Hold on. I didn't know she should say all that. Okay. Hold on here.
Read Live followers up over there. Them black women that drag me. But y'all a little doctor. Y'all love to be cult led. You love for somebody to not live by what they say, but tell you how you should live. At least I sit up here and I live by what I say. I tell you, don't be having babies with just anybody. Get yourself married. Handle your business. Start your business. Don't be wrapping your whole being around a man. Every day you wake up and you have breath in your body. You have time to plan and organize. Nobody is in control of your life but you. That is what Buddhism teaches me, okay? Is that what I put out is what I get back. And so what I'm sitting here telling you is that I'm being labeled as a dyke because I got short hair and I'm dark skinned and I sound aggressive. But meanwhile, she's light skinned with long hair with off-brand Alicia Keys features and ain't no man near around her. But she trying to tell y'all who y'all should get a man by. We finna talk about it. Listen, I'm not playing with y'all no more. But then when these people end up building their brands because they have no other means to make money, and when they rip you off, because I'm sure there's going to be some books, some courses and stuff like that that's going to come out via her. And then you're going to find out, oh my gosh, she never liked men in the first place because her girlfriend booked her on Cam Newton's show for her to sit up and drag men because she's never liked men in the first place because they never treated her how she felt like she should be treated. So by default, she gay. She's not even a real gay woman.
Tasha stupid.
So what's the French toast you gonna think about?
Tasha stupid. She lightened her ass up just like Corey did. Man, this is crazy out here. Tasha say the girl play gay. She playing gay. She play gay. Just like, you know what I'm saying, most of these women out here nowadays, you know what I'm saying, I like to call them play prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm, you know, to be honest with you, this is the reason why. Because instead of actually doing what they're supposed to do as a woman that is truly engaged in that profession, and, you know, I know about that life. Let's just say, you know, I engaged in certain street life in my younger years. So I know how that life really works. And, you know, they're play prostitutes. They'll sit around here. Well, you know, if a man got to have this much money in order to talk to me. Okay, what's that got to do with having a conversation with you from one human being to another? Okay, so you put a price on your conversation. So a man has to do X, Y, Z in order for me to, you know, spend time with him and stuff like that. Okay, so you mean your time costs? You know, let's just, you know, we got to cut the fat. I like cutting the fat. I'm also a chef, so I cut the fat off all my meat out here. I don't play games.
So what's the French toast you gonna think about?
I get a sharp knife. I get a sharp fucking knife, and when I trim the meat that I'm gonna put on my grill, season it properly, and things like that, I make sure I trim the fat properly to where I won't have too much fat on my precious meat that I'm gonna grill. This is crazy. Nobody has time to play games. And that's the reason why I call some of these chicks out here play prostitutes. And then at the same time, though, too, let's just be honest, they're taking away from the actual women who will actually have to engage in that type of lifestyle due to certain circumstances, stuff like that. I mean, you know, life is real. Everybody's not going to be a doctor. Everybody's not going to be whatever, you know, saying, whoa. And I'm not saying that, you know, women in that life shouldn't try to better themselves. Yes, of course. But all I'm saying is, though, you know, that's one of the oldest professions on the damn planet. So, I mean, let's just keep this honest right here. There's going to always be chicks that do shit like that. But for the average everyday chick to sit around here and play with their profession, that's taken away from the actual women that do take that life serious. And because they're actually living off that income, that's interrupting them from getting what they need, because you sitting around here, well, you know, I need such and such and such and such. You playing, you dibbling and dabbling, trying to be in the game, 1 foot in the game and 1 foot out. Now that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work.
So what's the French toast you gonna think about?
That's why I don't like play prostitutes. And I don't respect them. I don't respect no chick that's a play prostitute. Either you gonna be about it or you not. I don't respect that in between shit. For real though.
I think that Pride Month should say something about that. If you're gonna be gay all the way. Don't be gay because men don't want you. Because you used up and your edges is thin. Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Damn, hold on. Them edges is kind of thin out here. Damn. Ooh, Tasha. She's stupid.
You don't come over here like Portia sitting up. Portia will. I think I just consider being gay. No, you don't get to do that. You always been gay. You don't consider being gay. You always been gay. Stop. But you've been out here preaching one way because you got a brand to sell, but then you don't want to stand on truth. And these are y'all heroes, especially women. And when you follow women like this and they are fruitless in everything that they push, meaning they got to lie in order to get where they are. Telling you they can make babies. Where's her baby? Telling you that they marriage material. Why you ain't married? Shout out to the brother in the pajamas that called her ass out on her own show.
Paul Pierce.
Telling y'all that y'all shouldn't be letting a man touch y'all. If I don't have the passcode to your phone, you're not touching me. Fuck a passcode. My chart. Remember we talked about that? I don't care about your passcode. If I want to sleep with you on the first night and I see on my chart that we can, hey, babe, look, we finna log in together. If you that transparent with me, we both grown. Why do I need to wait 2-3 months to give you anything? And I got needs and you got needs too. Let's just stop the cap, okay? Let's just stop the cap. But she right here telling y'all, if you're not orbiting, you're not getting a piece of my body. Meanwhile, she's been an on and off again side bitch to a man that's younger than her that don't want to marry her because she wants to control him and dominate him. So she looks like she's the doctor in the relationship. Meanwhile, she grooming the little boy. Go ahead, watch this brother. Shout out to this brother in the pajamas that done called out this code y'all playing with.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Don't do it.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Wow. Tasha K going in. Shout out to the brother in the pajamas. They call it Paul Pierce. Man, stop it. And he did that though too. And this is the thing right here. This is wild. You know, and Tasha K was dead on point with this situation right here. This chick claimed that she dealing with some dude that's 9 years younger than her, and she spit that shit so motherfucking well, it was like a spin cycle in a damn washing machine. Oh, well, he wants to be with me, but he's emotionally unavailable, and his emotions, this and that, and the emotions. And that's something that men in today's society, we're also getting tired of hearing. Your emotions. At the end of the day, though, you're supposed to regulate that yourself. That's your job as a human being first. And we don't talk about this enough. We don't talk about the fact that before we break this shit down to any gender, you are a human being first. It's your job to regulate your emotions, just like it is for a man, just like it is for a child, things like that. Well, you know, of course, you know, adults have to deal with children and things like that. So I take that back. But adults have to deal with children emotions and teach them how to regulate their emotions. You know what I'm saying? That goes for both boys and girls to where they grow into adults and they know how to regulate their emotions. You know, in most cases nowadays, most of the young men grow up and they're forced to have to do that, or else they're going to get a billy club across the back of their fucking head by some cop because he's going to be an overly emotional prick out there in the middle of the street.
Thank me in the morning.
You ain't right, man.
Oh, I'm right. You'll see.
Real talk. You know, most women are getting away with just being overly emotional and stuff like that, have been for decades. Now it's a problem. Everybody's sick and tired of it because we see how chaotic this shit is. And yeah, they're going to fight back a little bit. But then the ones that are acknowledging it too, they're still stuck in some type of mystical sisterhood action till it's hard for them to come up out the bullshit too.
There's boundaries to keep that relationship healthy.
Yeah.
What's your situation right now?
What you mean situation?
Like,
Happy?
you got a man?
I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating.
Single but dating?
I am
Something serious more than other?
No, just dating.
We gotta change because she's therapying us.
Yeah.
We gotta make this about her now.
Right. You got to therapizing us.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want my woman to mommy me.
Like, hold on, what's going on with you? This is about you. You done flipped the script on us. We over here.
Reverse Uno.
Man, you showed did.
But it was good. It was
No,
insightful.
but we're like, no, we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating, single. What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I'm dating.
Dating but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
Pause.
I'm not.
Yep, and I'm gonna pause real quick. And she did say that, but then though too, if y'all seen the footage, you know what I'm saying, she later on down the line, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know, tried to, you know, smooth that shit out, talking about she had multiple people that she was dating, but then though too, all of a sudden she only got this one dude that's 9 years younger than her that she been dealing with off and on for 5 years. So what happened to the other men? Where they went to? Cheyenne, where they went to? But then though too, you want to sit there and tell Cam Newton, you know, my boy Nick Cannon, do you want to tell these men, high powered men, whatever, you know what I'm saying, however you want to put it, things like that, they get, you know, they doing their thing as men. And you know, the women that want to deal with them are dealing with them. I don't hear none of them women talking about no scandals. They ain't taking none of them men to child support court. They ain't doing none of that shit to Cam Newton and fucking Nick Cannon. I don't hear none of them women talking out the side of their neck on the internet about damn one of them men, stuff like that. I don't hear none of that shit. But at the end of the day, though, we sure do hear Cheyenne Bryant talking out the side of her neck all the time about what men need to do. But you gonna say you got multiple men that you dating, then you gonna retract that shit, talking about you dealing with some nigga 9 years younger than you, but he emotionally fucked up, and you don't want to marry him because he emotionally fucked up, and you just gonna sit there and just keep trying to play this game out here like your situation ain't falling apart.
So what the French toast is there to think
This is
about?
crazy. This is crazy. Man, these people got to stay off these drugs. These people got to get off these drugs, man.
Single but dating. I have really good companions. Meanwhile, you think she got all their passwords to their phones?
Hell no, I hope she don't. Them niggas stupid if they allow it.
Can I get a hoo-hoo?
Them niggas stupid if they allow it.
You think this doctor who got a degree from some university she got online, University of Phoenix, whoever, DeVry, I don't know. Do you think she got all of the single but dating passcodes at 42 years old? Huh? Edges get thin? Go ahead, girl. Go.
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
Got her.
We dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know what's going on now. We're gonna take this sheet clothing off.
The wolf teeth going out. No, we
He
have
was somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years. And yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years, and it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
We working together. We working together.
But you keeping him at bay. Or is he keeping you at bay?
He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed.
You just like the.
I've never seen her stutter this much before, ever. This her show. This not her show? This their show? But like, where's the confidence? But she's a doctor. Where's the confidence? How are you spinning the block for 5 years with a dude on and off? And you ain't getting no younger and your hair is not growing. Go ahead.
No.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like that.
I am not vitamin D deficient.
No,
Everything is good in that department.
No.
He wants a relationship.
She been kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this is going.
So she's not vitamin D deficient, which means she's sleeping with other people. She's good in that department, but out here telling women they need to guard their bodies if they don't have a passcode. But meanwhile, do men have your passcode to all that you sleeping with? Do they have your my chart? But this is I don't understand this. But you will never listen to somebody like me that's been like really transparent with y'all about how relationships go. And I've been married 19 years to a gorgeous ass, chocolate ass man that loves and protects me. Where's hers?
Yo. All right, this is where we at. Yeah. Shout out to Tasha K. Shout out to Corey Holcomb. This is wild right here, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, though, this is just facts. This is the truth. What's going on with this, this doctor, Cheyenne Bryant lady, as she's been on a terrorist rampage, what I say, of trying to, put her foot on men's necks. And now she went on Paul Pierce show and he just totally unraveled that whole situation out there. This is wild right here. Shout out to Paul Pierce. Hey, listen, look, this is Cheyenne Bryant right here.
Bitch, you're a Dorito. You was never chose. You're a Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
But you old fish-eyed fool.
And what is your damaged muscle head? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
Right. Right. Yeah, like I said in my previous broadcast when I did the full thing on the interview with her and Paul Pierce and stuff like that. Yeah, her time is limited now. She didn't talk out the side of her neck for so long till the lies is catching up. The stupidity is catching up. Everything is catching up. All you have to do is to sit back and watch the show. Get your popcorn out and watch this bitch fall all the way to the ground. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get worse and worse for Cheyenne Bryant because she just sat on there. She didn't first, where first she had multiple men that she was dealing with. Then she broke into where she just dealing with one dude. And now he's emotionally messed up and she can't deal with it. Man, come on now. It's too much talking out the side of the neck, but it is what it is though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.